NCRT Class 7 Chapter 2 Nutrition in Animals. You have learned in Chapter 1 that plants can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, but animals cannot. Animals get their food from plant either directly by eating plant or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. Some animals eat both plant and animal. Recall that all organisms, include humans, require food for growth, repair, and functioning of the body. Animal nutrition include nutrition requirement, mode of intake of food, its utilization in the body. You have studied in class 6 that food consists of many components tied to the recall the list them below. The component of the food, such as the carbohydrate, are complex substance. These complex substances cannot be utilized as such, so they are broken down into similar substance. The breakdown of complex compound or complex substance into simple substance. Food into simpler substance is called digestion. Different ways of taking food. The mode of taking food into the body varies in different organisms. Bees and hummingbird suck and the nectar of plant. Infant of humans and many others animals feed on mother's milk. Snake like the python swallow the animals they are open. Some aquatic animal filter tiny food particles floating nearby and feed open them. What is the type of food and what mode of feeding of the following animals? Write down your observation in the given table. You may find a list of mode of feeding given below the table helpful. Various mode of feeding. Name of animals, kind of food, mode of feeding. Snail, ant, eagle, hummingbird, lice, mosquito, butterfly, housefly. Scraping, chewing, sopping, capturing, and swallowing, sponges, sucking. Amazing fact. Starfish feed on animals covered by hard cells of calcium carbonate. After opening the cell, the starfish pops out its stomach through its mouth to eat the soft animal inside the cell. The stomach then goes back into the body and the food is slowly digested. Digestions and humans. We take in food through the mouth, digest and utilized the unused part of the food. Are defected. Have you ever wondered what happens to the food inside the body? The food passes which begin at the buccal cavity and the ends of the arm. The canal can be divided into various compartments of the buccal cavity, food pipes, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, ending in the rectum, the anus. It is not very long path. These part together from the alimentary canal digestive tract. The food component gradually get digested as food travels through the various compartments, the inner walls of the stomach and the small intestine and the various glands associated with the canal, such as the salivary gland and liver of the pancreas, secrete digestive juices. The digestive juices convert complex buccal cavity, salivary gland, esophagus, liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. Substance of food into simpler ones, the digestive tract and the associate gland together consist the digestive system. Now let us know what happened to the food in different part of the digestive tract. The mouth and buccal cavity, the food into the taken into the food through the mouth. The process of taking food into milk teeth and permanent teeth. Do you remember about falling of your teeth? Some years ago, the first setup of the teeth grow during the infancy and they fall off at the age between 6 to 8 years. These are the term milk teeth. The second set replace them are the permanent teeth. The permanent teeth may be the last throughout life or fall off during old age due to the some dental diseases. Bojo is fascinated by the highly coiled small intestine seen in figure 2.2. He wants to know its length. Would you like to make a wild guess? We have given it approximate length on pages 16. Just imagine how such a long structure is accommodated in a small spaces within our body. The body is called ingestions. We check the food with the teeth and break it down mechanism into the small pieces. Each tooth is rotated in a separate socket. In the gums, our teeth is very appearance and perform different function accordingly. They are given different name. Wash your hand, look into the mirror and count your teeth. Use your index finger to feel the teeth. How many kinds of teeth could you define? Take a pieces of any apples or bread and eat. Which teeth of do you use to bring breathing and cutting and molar, premolars, canines, incisors, arrangement of teeth and different types of teeth, which ones of pressing and tearing, also find the ones that are used chewing and grinding. Record your observation table 2.2. Our mouth has a salivary gland which secretes saliva. Do you know that action of saliva on food? Let us find out. Take two test tube, labels them A and B in the test tube. A put in test food. Boil a rice in test tube B and keep our teaspoon of boiled rice after chewing 3 or 5 net and 3 or 4 milliliter water in both the test tube. Now pour 2 or 3 drops of iodine solution each test tube and observe why is there are changes in color in the test tube. Discuss the result with your classmate and your teachers. The saliva breaks down the starch into sugar. The tongue is a freshly muscular organ attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity. It is a free in the front of and can be moved in all directions. Do you know the function of the tongues? We use our tongue for taking beside chewing help in swallowing food. We also taste food with our tongue. It has taste bud and that detect different taste of food. We can find out the sweet and smooth liquid. How normally bacteria are present in our mouth, but they are not harmful to us. However, if we do not clean our teeth or mouth after eating, many harmful bacteria also begin to live and grow in it. These bacteria break down the sugar present from the leftover food and release acid. Now that an acid, the acid gradually damages the teeth. This is called tooth and decay. If it's not treated in time, it causes serve tooth and extreme gases result in tooth gas. Chocolate, sweet, soft drinks, and others sugar products are the major culprit of tooth decay. Therefore, as one should clean the teeth with a brush, dental floss, a special strong thread which is moved between two teeth, take out trapped food particles at least twice a day and the rise mouth after every meal. Also, one should not put and directly figure any unwashed object in the mouth. Sometimes, when you eat in the hurry, talk or laugh while eating, you may cough, get hiccupes and choking sensation. This happen when food particles enter. But inside the throat, air, food share the common passage. Then, how is the food prevent from entering the windpipe during the act of the swallowing? Flap like the walls, close parts of the windpipe and gild food into the food pipe. By the clean food particles enter the windpipe, we feel chalk into hippicus and through. Now write your observation level. Repeat this activity with the other classmate. Poison of taste bud by the following activity. Prepare separate sample each of sugar solution, common salt solution, lemon juice and juice of crushed thyme leaf and bitter gourd. Blindfold one of your classmates and ask him to take out a tongue and keep it straight and flat position. Use a clean toothpick to put the above sample one by one on different areas of tongue. As shown in figure 2.6, use a new top picks for each sample. Ask the classmate which areas of the tongue could detect the sweet and salty, sour and bitter substance. Now write your observation level 2.3. Repeat this activity with other classmates. The food pipe is the solid food passes into the food pipe esophagus. Look at 2.2. The food pipes runs along the neck. Paheli want to know how food moves in opposite directions during the vomiting. Food, esophagus and stomach. Movement of the food in the esophagus, the alimentary canal, and the chest. Food is pushed down by the movement of the fall of food pipe. Actually, this movement takes place throughout the alimentary canals and the push the food downward at the time the food is not accepted by our stomach and it is vomited out. Recall the instance when you vomited after eating. Think of reason for it. Discuss with your parent and teacher. The stomach is a thick wall bag. It is shaped like is a flatted J and it is called widest part of alimentary canal. It receive food from the food pipe at once and open into the small intestine and other. The inner lignin of the stomach secrete mucus, hydrochloric acid, digestive juices. The mucus protect of lignin the stomach. The acid kills many bacteria that enter along with the food and makes the medium in the stomach acidic. Help the digestive juice act. The digestive juice to break down the protein into the similar substance. The small intestine is highly coiled and is about 7.5 meter long. It receives secretion from the liver and pancreas. Beside it wall also secrete juice. The liver is reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen in the right side. It is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile juice that is stored in sac called the gallbladder. The bile plays an important role in the digestive tract. The pancreas is a larger cream colored gland located just below the stomach. The pancreatic juice acts as carbohydrate, fat, proteins and change them into simpler form. The working of the stomach was discovered by the strong accident in 1822. A man named Alex Day Martin was badly hit by the shotgun. The bullet had seriously damaged chest wall and made a hole in his stomach. He was brought to an American Army doctor, William Bjorn. The doctor saved the patient but could not close the hole properly. Left is a damaged Beaumont. Look, it has great opportunity to see the inside of stomach. Through the hole, he made some wonderful observations. Beaumont found that the stomach was churning and food it was secrete, a fluid which is a good digest food. He also observed that end of the stomach open into the intestine. Only after the digestion of food inside the stomach is completed, the party digested food now reaches the lower part of the small intestine, where the intestine juices are complete to digest of all component of the food. The carbohydrate gets broken into the simpler sugar such as the glucose, fat into the fatty acid, cholesterol or protein into amino acid. Observation in the small intestine, the digestive food can now pass into the blood vessels in the wall of the intestine. This process is called observations. The inner wall of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowth. These are called villi. Singular villi. Can you guess what the role of villi could be? The intestine. The villi increase the surface area. Observations of the digestive food. Each villi has a network of thin, small blood vessels close to its surface. The surface of the villi absorbs digestive food materials. The absorbed substance are transport blood vessels to different organ of the body. Blood vessels to different organ. The body where they are used to build complex substance such as the Protein required by the body, this is called assimilations in the cells. Glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released. The food that remains undigested, unabsorbed, enter into the large intestine. The large intestine is wider and shorter. The small intestine is about 1.5 meter its length. Its function is absorb water, some salt from the undigested food material. The remain waste passes into the rectum. Remain there is a semi-soil feces. The facial matter is removed through the anus from time to time. This is called ingestions. Digestion in grass-eating animal. Have you observed cow, buffaloes, and other grass-eating animal chewing continuously even when they are not eating actually? They are quickly swallow the grass and store in a part of the stomach called rumen. Here the food guts. Diarrhea. Sometimes you may have experimented the need of the passes water is stored frequently. This condition is known as a diarrhea. It may be caused by infections, food poisoning, indigestion. It's very common in India, particularly among the children's underserved condition. It can fatal. This is because of the excessive loss of the water and salt from the body. Diarrhea should not be neglected. Even before a doctor is consulted, the patient should be given plenty boiled and cooled water with a pinch of salt, sugar dissolved in it. This is called oral rehydration solution, ORS. Paheli want to know why these animals cannot chew food properly at the time taking it. Bojo want to know why we cannot digest cellulose like the cattle too. Partially digest and is called cud, but later the cud return to the mouth is small lumps and animal chews.